Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review, so if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. A lot went down in this episode, so let's just get right into this review. So at the very beginning of this episode, it is the day of Spice's celebration of life event, and she's super happy this time around because she found out that all her test results came back normal. And during this event, Spice and Rennie end up inviting some of the other girls on their trip that they're planning to Canada, and everybody was really excited to go. But Rashida and Sierra ended up asking Spice if Carly was going to be invited too, and although things did not go well between Spice and Carly when they had a conversation in the previous episode, Spice said that she would be okay if Carly came. Now, I really do understand that Rashida and Sierra want everybody to get along with each other, and they really want Spice and Carly to work things out, but they really do need to mind their business, because what's going to happen is if things do not go right between Carly and Spice on this trip, they're going to be the ones to blame, because they're the ones that keep pushing the two of them to have a conversation. Let people come together on their own when they're ready to have a conversation, because I don't even think in the last episode that Carly and Spice were ready to talk, but everybody was pushing it. And I was a little bit confused by Sierra, because she was sitting there pushing for Spice to invite Carly because she wants them to work out their friendship, but then later on at the event, she ends up going up to Rennie and asking her if Bambi was invited, and even though Rennie said that she didn't invite Bambi yet, she is interested in asking Bambi to come, and Sierra was saying that she really didn't want Bambi to be there because they're not in a good place, but she did say that if Bambi does show up, she'll be okay. So I just don't understand why she's pushing for other people to be around each other even if they don't like one another, but she doesn't want to be around Bambi because she doesn't really like her right now. And then you have Shakina at this event being very nosy and messy, because she starts asking Scrappy what's going on between him and Diamond, because before this event, Diamond ended up going on social media and posting pictures of Scrappy getting out of her bed, and then she posted a bunch of text messages of him saying that he loves her and misses her and really wants to see her. So she kind of put him on blast a little bit. And he claims that he lost trust in Diamond because he doesn't like the way that she's moving right now, but he's being messy himself because he shouldn't be messing with multiple women at the same time and telling them all that he loves them, because that's exactly what he's doing when it comes to Diamond and Erica. But I will say I don't agree with the way that Diamond is handling it by posting pictures of him that he didn't know she even took of him, and then taking pictures and screenshots of his text messages and posting it on social media. To me, that's really messy. And then Erica Dixon ends up coming over there, and she joins the conversation, and basically Shakina is asking them if they're messing around with each other, but according to Erica Dixon, nothing's going on between her and Scrappy. They're just really cool with each other, and they're trying to co-parent their daughter. Now, I understand that parenting your child never really ends, even when they're adults, but the fact that they're running around acting like they're really co-parenting their adult daughter that's in college, to me, doesn't really make any sense. I believe that they're probably not messing around with each other. I think they're doing it for the sake of the storyline on the show, and because they want to make it look like Bambi was always the problem, and that's the reason why they didn't get along. I think that's the reason why they're acting like they're so cool with each other. And Scrappy claims that there's nothing going on between him and Erica either. He just says that they're really cool with each other, and she said that she doesn't care who he sleeps with because he's not sleeping with her. So look, I believe they're just doing it for a storyline. I don't believe that they're messing around with each other. I have a hard time even believing that they really get along as well as they're trying to make it seem like they do. I mean, that's just my opinion from what I see, but I could be wrong. Now, at one point during Spice's event, Rennie and Sierra go up to Zel and Santana and invite them both to the trip to Canada. And Zell said that they were going, but Santana didn't really say anything. He didn't say it to Sierra and Rennie's face that he didn't want to go on the trip, but in his confessional, he said that he doesn't want to go because he doesn't like Zell's friends and he doesn't want to be around them. He claims that it's because of that whole messy situation that happened at the club when Zell and some of his friends ended up getting arrested. But I think it's because he just doesn't want to be seen with them, because he thinks they're beneath him, because he hangs out with people like Young Miami, JT, like he hangs out with like the city girls and stuff who are like bigger stars than the people on Love and Hip Hop. And so I feel like he thinks they're beneath him, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to go. He also doesn't really seem that interested in Zell. So Carly ends up inviting both Amy and Erica Banks to go axe throwing with her, and basically she ends up telling Erica Banks that the reason why she made up with her is because she realizes that she was not wrong about Kai, because Erica Banks a few episodes ago tried to warn Carly about Kai trying to sell people dreams and that he basically is a liar, and Carly did not believe it and she kind of fell out with Erica Banks over it. But after she went through his cell phone and saw that he was talking to other women, she realized that Erica Banks was actually telling the truth. But when Erica Banks ended up asking Carly if she was going to end the relationship with Kai, she said she wasn't going to end the relationship. She was just going to cheat back. And I'm with Erica Banks on this. I feel like Carly should just end the relationship. I mean, why stay with somebody when you guys are cheating on each other? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. To me, you're just choosing to stay miserable because you can get yourself out of that toxic situation if you really wanted to. Now, Amy ends up opening up to them about ending her relationship with Mozzie. She just said that things weren't working out and that she realized that he had not changed from the way that he was the first time they dated and ended up breaking up. And look, I think that Amy did the right thing by ending the relationship with Mozzie. I think she shouldn't have gotten back together with him in the first place. And hopefully she learned a lesson from this whole situation. Now, Amy is not the only person who is newly single, because Erica Banks said that she also ended her relationship with Chaotic because she realized that Amy was never the problem and that Chaotic just likes to flirt with other women and she got tired of it. And I'm glad she ended that relationship too, because Chaotic was not respecting the relationship, and honestly I feel like Erica Banks can do better. So because Rashida was one of the people at Spice's event that brought up the fact that Carly should be invited on the trip to Canada, she decided to meet up with Carly and Bambi and tell them about the trip. And Carly said that she is not opposed to going on the trip to Canada as long as Bambi comes with her, but she did say that things did not go well when she had a conversation with Spice in the previous episode. But she said that them yelling at each other the way that they was in the previous episode is because they really do love each other. But she said that she felt like Spice would not let her talk and that Spice was not taking accountability for her part in the situation. Now, I do agree with her that Spice does need to take accountability for her part in the way the friendship ended between the two of them, because she played a part in it too, just like Carly did. But I do feel like Carly likes to play a victim a lot and she doesn't really own up to the things that she does. And Rashida started telling Carly that both her and Spice need to take accountability for their actions. And look, I don't always agree with Carly, but in this situation, I definitely am on Carly's side, because she definitely called out Rashida for picking and choosing who she's going to hold accountable. And even though Rashida is right, what she says is not the end-all be-all. She chooses who she wants to check and who she doesn't want to check. I definitely know that Rashida will not tell Spice that she's wrong, and she will not tell her that she needs to take accountability for her actions, but she will do it to Carly because she doesn't care about a friendship with Carly, and that's what Carly needs to realize, is that a lot of these women on this show are not her friends. They don't really like her. So Momma Dee ended up throwing herself a single release party, and Scrappy did not show up, but Momma Dee said in her confessional that it's probably for the best because he's not going to be happy about what she's going to do at this event. And listen, she starts her event off being very, very messy because she goes up to Zell, Shakina, and Erica Dixon and she tells them about what happened when she met up with Bambi a few episodes ago. She starts telling them how Bambi is lying about going to college and that Bambi showed up to their meeting with a fake degree and how she ripped it up. She was just talking a lot of shit about Bambi to these people, and some of the people that she was talking about Bambi to are Bambi's friends. And I believe she invited Bambi's friends on purpose so that they would go back and tell Bambi everything that she was saying, because Momma Dee lives for drama and she wants Bambi to respond. Momma Dee starts saying that she invited Carly on purpose because she has something special planned for Carly at this event, because when Carly showed up to her last event, she ruined it by showing up with a fake cease and desist. And look, I feel like Carly shouldn't have shown up to Momma Dee's event with the cease and desist, but at the same time, I feel like Carly was really trying to help Momma Dee in that situation. She was trying to help Momma Dee not get sued, and Momma Dee really did not care about it. To me, Momma Dee caused chaos at her own event. Both Erica Dixon and Diamond ended up showing up, which I was actually surprised that Diamond showed up because obviously she's been dragging Scrappy on social media, so I didn't think that Momma Dee would actually invite her to her event. But nonetheless, Diamond ended up showing up. And Momma Dee starts playing her diss track that she wrote about Bambi, and look, to me it wasn't funny, it was really distasteful. Erica Dixon and Diamond were the main ones laughing at this. Some of the people that showed up actually felt really uncomfortable with the things that Momma Dee was saying. She started dissing the way that Bambi looks, like her teeth and stuff, which I don't understand why Momma Dee thinks that's okay, because actually the 3 children that Bambi and Scrappy have together, in my opinion, they look more like Bambi, like especially their son. He looks exactly like Bambi. So I really wasn't a fan of her talking about the way that Bambi looks. And then she started bringing up the fact that Bambi was in the hot tub with Kirk and Benzino. And look, I am so sick and tired of people talking about this scene with her in the jacuzzi. This happened years ago. This is before she had children. This is before she was with Scrappy and before she was even married to Scrappy. So I just don't understand why that keeps getting brought up. And then on top of that, wasn't she in the hot tub with Benzino? Like, I know Kirk was there and he's married, so that's what people have an issue with. But the fact of the matter is that Kirk was the one that was married, so he shouldn't have been in the hot tub with other women in the first place. And to me, I don't understand why people care more than Rashida does, because Rashida is cool with Bambi from what we're able to see. They don't have any issues with each other that we see, so I don't understand why people care. She's still in this marriage with Kirk. She doesn't want to leave him. She doesn't want to divorce him. She basically brags about being married to Kirk for 20 plus years, even though she's endured a lot within this marriage because he's made her look like a fool numerous amounts of times. So if Rashida does not care, I don't care either. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure that whole scene was staged by production. I'm pretty sure they didn't call each other up and say, look, let's all get in the hot tub together and let them film it. No, production set that shit up. Now, no, they did not have to agree to do it, but they did. They were getting paid to do it, and that's exactly what they ended up doing. I just don't understand why people keep bringing that shit up. And after the song is over, Momma Dee ends up pulling Carly to the side and starts telling Carly that the last time she met with Bambi, Bambi tried to beat her up. Now, obviously, Momma Dee is being very dramatic in this situation because we know Bambi did not try to beat her up. She definitely stretched her hand out like she was going to smack Momma Dee because Momma Dee ripped up her degree. But if she really wanted to smack Momma Dee, I think she would have did it. I mean, maybe she does really want to smack Momma Dee, but she didn't actually do it. And I'm just saying that if she really was going to do it, she would have done it. And after this conversation between Momma Dee and Carly that really did not go anywhere, she ended up pulling Diamond to the side and basically trying to check Diamond about the post that she made about Scrappy on social media, telling Diamond that she was wrong and she needs to apologize. Now, I'm not a fan of Diamond on this show, but I do like that she stood her ground and she wasn't about to let Momma Dee talk to her any type of way. And she said that she feels like she's well within her rights to post what she wants to post on her social media page about Scrappy, and claims that Scrappy also took a picture of her without her knowledge and posted it on his social media page. And if that's true, then I don't think that she's all that wrong for it, but I do think that it's a really messy situation. But Momma Dee needs to learn to mind her business, because whatever goes on between Scrappy and Diamond is none of her business, to be honest with you. And then on top of that, she was literally just Team Diamond a few episodes ago. Erica Dixon starts coming over there trying to check Diamond about the post that she made about Scrappy and basically telling her that she was being messy and questioning her as to why she did it. Now, Diamond said that the reason why she posted it is because people are making it seem like she's in a love triangle with him and Erica Dixon, and she really does not like that, and that's the reason why she decided to post it. And because she probably wanted to prove a point that even though Scrappy is on social media professing his love to Erica Dixon, he's still messing around with her and saying that he loves her too. But Erica starts trying to check Diamond about the post, saying that the post actually affects her daughter that she has with Scrappy, Imani, and that if anything she does affects her daughter, she's gonna check her for it. And look, I feel like Erica Dixon knows damn well that that post had nothing to do with their daughter and that it didn't affect her daughter at all. I think she uses her daughter as a crutch in these situations because she knows a lot of people are going to sympathize with her for that and make it look like she's just being a mama bear with her cub. And to me, I don't see it that way. I see it as her looking like an idiot trying to defend Scrappy and stay in Momma Dee and Scrappy's good graces, and that's the reason why she's doing it. She's trying to keep up with the storyline because this had nothing to do with her daughter at all. If she really cared about her daughter being embarrassed about things that happen on the show, then neither her and Scrappy would be on the show. They would both get off the show because they don't have control over what gets put on the show. They're not the ones who are editing the show. And to me, a lot of their storyline is embarrassing. So to me, the situation with Diamond is the least of her concerns. I mean, to be honest with you, the stuff that Momma Dee is doing is actually more embarrassing to Imani than this whole situation with Diamond and Scrappy. So to me, Erica looked like a fool in that situation, and I know a lot of people are fans of Erica, so they won't say she's wrong when she's wrong. But to me, she was wrong and she looks like a fool. I don't even think Momma Dee even really likes Erica Dixon. She just knows that Erica Dixon is a useful idiot at this point because she's making it look like her and Scrappy are not an issue, and that Bambi was the one that's the problem, and now Diamond is the problem too, and Scrappy has nothing to do with it. If Erica Dixon has an issue with Diamond making a post about Scrappy, maybe she should check Scrappy and tell him that he should stop being messy out here with all these women, and maybe their daughter wouldn't get embarrassed by the things that he does. She keeps taking up all her issues with these women, but not taking up her issues with Scrappy. And there was also some drama between Carly and Shakina because Shakina tried to confront Carly at Momma Dee's event because in the previous season, when Carly and Shakina had a back and forth, Carly threw out there that Shakina was allegedly messing around with a married man, and Shakina says that that's not true, and because she feels like it's affecting her reputation, she wants Carly to retract that statement, but Carly did not want to hear anything that Shakina had to say. She was walking away from her and ignoring her and basically threw a water bottle at her. So that conversation literally went nowhere. Now, I do think that Carly should retract that statement if it's not true or if she does not have proof that it is true, because that's not right to me. But I do feel like there's more issues to come between Shakina and Carly because Carly feels like Shakina is part of the reason why her and Spice are not friends. And at the very end of this episode, Zell ends up going to confront Santana because Santana has been ignoring all his calls and text messages and he feels some type of way about it. Zell tells Santana that he feels like because he went ghost on him, he's been sleeping with somebody else, and basically Santana really does not want to hear it at all because he's not feeling Zell in the first place and said that he doesn't even want to be with him anymore. Santana said that he admitted to Zell 4 months ago that he slept with somebody else, and Zell said that he was going to stay with him anyway and that he was over it. But apparently Zell has not been over it because he keeps accusing him of cheating, and so Santana feels some type of way. And look, I think that they're both right in this situation in certain ways because I do understand where Santana's coming from. He told Zell that he cheated on him, and Zell had a choice to whether or not he wanted to stay in that relationship or leave the relationship. Since Zell decided that he was going to stay in that relationship, then he should get over it and stop bringing it up because he chose to stay. He could have left. But I also see Zell's side of things because I don't feel like it's right for Santana to dismiss the way that Zell is feeling because Zell's feelings are valid. He cheated on this man, so of course he's going to feel like once Santana starts acting differently again and he starts acting hot and cold, of course he's going to think that he's cheating on him again because that's the way you were acting the last time you did it. So I just feel like, Santana was being very dismissive of Zell's feelings, and that goes to show you that he really doesn't care about Zell in the first place. Then Santana starts telling Zell that he's the reason why Zell is where he's at today. I don't understand what that really means because Zell was already on Love and Hip Hop. He was just on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood first, and now he's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I don't understand where Santana's coming from with that. Maybe Zell has been in the blogs a little bit more on social media because of his relationship with Santana, but to me, that's about it. But then Zell starts saying that he feels like he's the reason why Santana is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which is probably a little bit true because Zell already had the connection because he was already on the show before. But because Santana is really known and he's a music artist that people know about, he could have gotten on the show on his own too. So I just feel like they both have really big egos. But I do feel like Zell is right that Santana thinks that he's above the people on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because he's always not wanting to be around any of them and feeling uncomfortable around them, and to me it's because he's connected to people who are basically bigger stars than the people on Love and Hip Hop. So I do feel like Zell has a point there. But they were all up in each other's faces, calling each other all types of names, basically getting ready to fight each other. Security had to come and try to break things up multiple times. But I do feel like Zell controlled himself because I feel like if this was anybody else, Zell would have fought them and not cared what happened. But he didn't actually end up putting his hands on Santana. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.